Okay, and this is pretty easy. Let's start with comparatives and superlatives. Superlatives. Comparatives and superlatives. And first, we will learn how to use a comparative. Let's imagine that I have one ball and another ball, right? And I'm going to use an adjective. We always use comparatives with adjectives. My adjective is big. What means big? Grande, right? So the next thing is that I'm going to learn that I need to add ER to the adjective to build a comparative. When I use comparatives, I compare one thing to other thing. Right? Example. Example. The green ball let's start with the black. The black ball is bigger. I use the connector then, and then I add the other subject, the other person, the other object I'm comparing, the green ball. What I'm saying in Spanish is something like this. That's how we say it, okay? This is how we build a superlative. We add ER to the adjective. And also, we use the connector than. Now, we will learn what is a superlative. I have one ball. I have another ball. I have another ball here. Okay. So for superlatives, I will say the following. Superlatives. You need to add EST and also an article. Also an article. The. In superlatives, I am comparing one thing to a group. When this thing, in this case, I will compare the, let's call it blue, the blue ball with the next two. This is blue sky, the blue sky. So I say in my example, the blue sky ball, the blue sky ball I use the verb to be because it's an adjective. When it's an adjective, it's qualifying the subject. The blue sky ball is this is the article, and I add est to the adjective, is the biggest. The blue sky is the biggest. What I want to say is that's what I want to say in Spanish.
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher, I have a question. Cuando quiero decir que la pelota negra es menos, es menos grande que, pues, que la pelota gris, ¿cómo puedo decir ese menos?
You need to use a different adjective. Small means pequeño. So if we say that to build comparatives, we add the ER, let's say that the green ball is smaller than the black ball.
Okay, thank you.
¿Y se puede poner the most biggest?
No.
No. Es incorrecto. Es que yo he escuchado en revistas que ponen más biggest.
Probably
Está
it's
mal.
part of our slogan, but it's not good grammar.
Okay.
Is for adjectives, large adjectives for
Ajá, para
three,
más largos. Oh, beautiful.
3, 4 syllables.
Is the most
Okay.
how the word is more than 3 vowel? It's correct.
Maybe. But if you wait for the explanation, I promise you, you will understand. Okay. So 5 seconds to take a screenshot of this screen, and I'm going to continue. Ready or not? Hugo, your microphone. Okay, so we have a few rules to learn the comparatives and superlatives. And it depends in how many syllables the adjective has. Rule number 1, adjectives of 1 syllable. Repeat in your houses. Poorer, the poorest. Prouder, the proudest. Shorter, the shortest. Faster, the fastest. Older, the oldest. We have adjectives of 1 syllable. Adjectives of 1 syllable. Poor, proud, short, faster, fast, older, old. 1 syllable, only 1 sound. Poor, proud, short, fast, old. With these adjectives of 1 syllable, I only add ER and EST to build a comparative and a superlative. proud, I add the ER, prouder. And superlative, the proudest. Just as we have here in the list. Now let's build some examples. Number 1, Africa is poorer. What is the connector that I use in comparatives?
Than.
Than.
Africa is poorer than Guatemala. Africa is poorer than Guatemala.
What is the meaning of poorer?
Africa is poorer than Guatemala. That means Africa that's the meaning of poorer. That is a comparative sentence. If I want to build a superlative sentence, I can say Africa is the article, the poorest continent in the world. What I want to say is the poorest means
El más pobre.
so that's how it works, comparative and superlatives. Okay, now is your turn. Write in the chat a sentence with short. A sentence with short. Short
Teacher.
in comparative and one in superlative. So 2 sentences, comparative and one in superlative. Yes, Isa?
What is the mean shorter?
Shorter, if something is short, shorter is comparing something to other thing. If poorer means más pobre, what do you think that means shorter?
I don't know.
Más corto. Short means corto. So shorter, más corto que. My pants are shorter than his pants.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Comparative, I compare one thing with other thing, but superlative, I am showing the superior level of something against a group of things. For example, Africa is the poorest continent. So I'm comparing Africa with all the continents in the world. But in the sentence number 1, I'm only comparing Africa with Guatemala. That's the difference. Okay, in the chat, one sentence with shorter, comparative, and one sentence with the shortest in superlative. Okay. Rule number 2. Adjectives with one syllable ending with the vowel E. One syllable ending with E. For example, the adjective wise, the adjective wide, the adjective fine, the adjective cut, cute, and large. Wise, wide, fine, cute, and large. The rule says that on these cases, because I already have an E, a vowel E, guess what? I only need to add the R. Wiser than, wider than, finer than, cuter than, larger than. That's with comparatives. In superlatives, I almost do the same. If I have an adjective ending with the vowel E, guess what? I only need to add the ST. The wisest. The widest. The finest. The cutest. The largest. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Teacher,
Mhm.
I have a question. The one syllable ending in consonant, vowel, consonant, vice, ending in vowel, consonant, vowel, no?
It doesn't matter, but if it ends with the vowel E, you just need to add the R in comparatives, ST in superlatives. What is important is the last letter. You need to have a vowel, E. E, 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 and E. All right. Next rule, it's simple. We have one syllable adjectives, but this time it's a sandwich. We have a sandwich. Why is a sandwich? Because I have an adjective with consonant, vowel, and consonant. Sandwich. One syllable, because they only have one sound. Hot. How many sounds? One. Big. How many sounds? One. Fat. How many sounds? One. Thin. How many sounds? Only one. What I do is that I duplicate the last letter and add ER. Hotter than, bigger than, fatter than, thinner than. That's comparative. And superlative, the same, but with the article the hottest, the biggest, the fastest, the fattest, the thinnest. So repeating your houses. Hotter, hotter, the hottest. Bigger, the biggest. Fatter, the fattest. Thinner, the thinnest. Remember the sandwich. Consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. If I found an adjective like that, and it's only one syllable, only one sound, I duplicate the last letter. And that's all. And that's all. Okay, next one. Adjectives. Adjectives ending with the consonant Y. Yankee. For example, pretty, crazy, happy, ugly, busy. The rule says that I'm going to take out the consonant Y and I will replace it for a vowel I, like India, and add the ER. If it's superlative, I do the same. I replace the Yankee, the consonant Y, and I add an I as island, as India, and add the ST, EST, EST. Okay. That's the rule. Now, I will write a sentence in the screen and you will write the meaning in Spanish in the chat. Number one. The model is prettier than the manager. Write in Spanish. In Spanish, in the chat. The model is prettier than the manager. Okay, Aaron. What is the meaning in Spanish of this sentence?
La modelo es más bonita que el representante.
Very good. In this case, we say that the manager is female, right? Because we are comparing two girls. Okay, now number 2. Boss is the busiest person in the world. Translate that in Spanish. The boss is the busiest person in the world. Angelo, please read the answer.
El jefe es la persona más ocupada en el mundo.
Excellent, very good. Okay, questions with this rule, class? All right. Then we go with special adjectives. More than one syllable, more than one sound. And we have a list of them. We have a list, of course. Beautiful, expensive, intelligent, handsome. Handsome, we can use handsomer or more handsome. Both are correct, but this is special, only one case. Confused, confused, more than 2 syllables, right? Or 2 syllables or more. Okay, for this purpose, we have 2 friends that will help us. For comparatives, we have more, and for superlatives, we have the most. We don't forget the article the, we add most, and that's all. Repeat in your houses. More beautiful. The most beautiful. More expensive. The most expensive. More intelligent. The most intelligent. More handsome. The most handsome. More confused. The most confused. So here is the confusion in Spanish, because we always try to use more and the most with adjectives like easy. Adjectives like hard. Adjectives like, for example, heavy. Long. So we say, teacher, the test is more easy. No, the test is easier. Oh, teacher, the last test was more hard. No, it's harder. In the gym, teacher, I am lifting more heavy lifts. No, heavier lifts. The distance between my house and the next gas stations is more long, teacher. No, it's longer. I travel the most long distance to my mission. No, the longest distance. So you see, this is our some of the common errors, because we make this mistake. We have this mistake with a lot of adjectives. Why? Because in Spanish we say el más bonito, es más bonito que, más difícil, but not in English. Okay. If the adjective has more than 2 syllables, 2 syllables or more, we use more and the most. More and the most. And of course, as always in English, we have irregulars. Irregulars. Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Far, farther, or further. Both are correct. The farthest, the furthest is the same. And that's basically the rules for comparatives and superlatives.